Yeah, that about right. That about right. That about right. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. This day was crazy. Finally got time to talk to y'all beautiful people out there, especially about what Darren Woodson had to say about this Dallas Cowboys team. Shout out to SI.com, especially my dog over there, Mike Fisher. Y'all support him. He's giving away books. He's giving away cliques and everything else over on his channel. So let's continue to grow and let's continue to grind over there on Fish Sports Report. Shout out to him for coming on the show. Late night hype. Everybody knows how this thing goes, Cowboy Nation. Nevertheless, when we talk about these Dallas Cowboys and this year's defense, everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie, everybody knows that I don't like defense. Oh, I love them. I love defense, and everybody knows that defense wins what? Defense wins championships. And when we talk about defense and we talk about the way that this team been playing this year, it's been crazy. It's been one of those things where we sit back and say, man, can we get somebody, anybody to light some fire? Now, before I bury the defense, I got to give a shout out to Diggs. He showed up this year. Fantastic. Lights out. I love the young rookie. Also, let's give a shout out to my dog, Donovan Wilson. All off season, he been working the cones, working the drills, spacing. Hey, short area quickness, he worked and improved on that. He already had the range. And his knock coming out of the draft was, hey, he was too aggressive. Can that be something? They were saying that the brother is too aggressive. So shout out to Diggs, shout out to Donovan Wilson. I got to give praises to Randy Get Down Gregory, right? I can only imagine if he played the full year instead of being, shot down by Roger Goodell, but that's the story of a different day, right? Right. Also, shout out to Aldon Smith. He also been one of those gridiron guys, right? Picking up fumbles, scoring touchdowns, regardless of his dry spell. I think that the Cowboys need to bring him back for a cup of coffee. Nevertheless, I cannot leave out the law, DeMarcus Lawrence. Don't have the gaudy stats, don't have the gaudy numbers, but he's always been a solid guy on the defense. So all of those guys, they get a thumbs up, right? All of those guys. But as far as a mentality, I would say that the Cowboys really need to improve. Darren Woodson said, hey, these guys are playing glorified, basically, flag football. Flag football. And you guys remember when we talked to Woody when he was on the late night hype, everybody remember he was talking about the way that he used to play, the way he used to pick up the keys and the information on the defense and how he was that spark. And when I think about everything, yes, what he said in that article, yes, that wouldn't have happened if it was the earlier teams. And on top of that, there's nobody that got that mentality, not talking about the guys that I just mentioned, but on a consistent basis, nobody got that tenacity, that aggressive tone, that animosity, that ability to rip through the opposition, the opposing team, and say, hey, I'm not finna help you up. I'm not finna love tap you on your helmet. No, we ain't finna do all of those things. We just gonna really we're gonna be your enemy, and we're gonna let it be known that you are our enemy, and we're going to finish this thing all the way out, the fighting way, the physical way, the natural way, the best way. But somehow, the year 2020, it's all of that love connection. It's all of that crazy, I want to help you up. We want to celebrate. It's crazy. He said that basically in that article, there's two battles. Let me repeat, there's two battles. A physical battle and a mental battle. And damn it, you got to win one of them, basically. The physical battle, sometimes in a fight, you might have somebody that's bigger. You might have somebody that's stronger than you. But that heart determines everything. that heart will change a lot. And from the physical aspect of it, just because somebody's bigger, faster, and stronger does not mean that they can win every battle. And on top of that, when you are bigger and stronger and faster than the opposing team, you got to lay it down on them. You got to put them in that corner. You got to put them in that situation. Whereas you saying, hey, this is no love affair. This is just me ripping you open because I got to do this. Because the moment I let up on you 3 years from now or 4 years from now, when I'm down, when I'm weak, you won't let up on me. So I got to establish that fear. So what that is, collectively speaking, that's being physical, mentally, and physical at the same time. Now, on the mental aspect of it, where you coming at with this, Law? Well, on the mental aspect of it, even when someone is bigger and stronger and faster than you, but if you can outsmart them, if you can chip away with them with nuanced directions of the field, you see, with already having the game plan intact, knowing their weaknesses. Everyone got a weakness. Well, that's why they say, hey, I'm trying to figure out where the chink in the armor, because if I know that, the battle and the game plan will be over with for you. Oh, he got a weak chin? Oh, he doing this and doing that? Oh, got him. So that's why I say, from a mental aspect, it proves and show that, hey, you studying your tape, you study when you know exactly where the weakness is at, whether it be the opposing team is down on their running back or the opposing team is down on their quarterback. You got to blitz. You can't allow them to sit back comfortably, and you got to strike on that. And from the physical aspect, if you're strong enough and dominant enough, don't let them put your foot on their neck. You got to have that mindset. Now, everybody knows that the news and the noise out here been that Mike Nolan echoes out there of saying that, hey, he may not be coming back for 2021. Now, several options of how they can approach this thing, Law. Several options, right? I got to speak to myself in third person. Either they can go, we can go with this thing with hired from within, with George Edwards, or we can go out there and pick up a young defensive coordinator from a college or what have you, or they can go the retread way. Wade Phillips, what's up? We saw that you took the Denver Broncos to the Super Bowl. We saw that you took the LA Rams to the Super Bowl from the defensive aspect of everything, right? It could be a case in a scenario, right? Not saying that, hey, we are too good for him or we don't want to retread that. But last I checked, it's been a minute of years or many of moons since we've been anywhere close to a Super Bowl. Now, somebody posted in my chat earlier, they said, Law, what if the Vikings crazy enough to fire Mike Zim over there? I said, yeah, now that would be good as a defensive coordinator. That would be another retread. Somebody mentioned Lovie Smith, or somebody mentioned some other guys that you can sit back and say, whatever the Cowboys decide to go, the excuse that they use for this year will not be available for next year. And everybody knows excuses, they come knocking on your door. And the moment you open the door, it's about 50 to 1,000 of them that can just jump right inside. So all I'm saying is, Cowboys, just do your due diligence. Because, the other guy was it Marvin Lewis? Yeah, that's the other guy that they can bring in. Lovie Smith or Marvin Lewis, he would be another good guy. Nevertheless, when you open up those doors for excuses, It's contagious, and 50 to 1,000 can jump right inside. Just that quick. So Cowboy Nation, they going to have to figure this out. They're going to have to figure this out. Shout out to Darren Woodson on that article, SI.com. Check it out. And CowboysSI.com. Y'all really check it out. And shout out to Mike Fisher for jumping on for the late night hype. And shout out to my dog, Skywalker Steele, and my dog, Big Game James. Let's continue to grind. Let's continue to grow. Let's support this thing. Share this content. Subscribe to this content. Tell your friend, neighbor, foe where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation. Continue to subscribe. Let's grow, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We out.